Hi, and welcome to the Her Greatness podcast. I'm your host, Wendy Chalsaint. This is a safe space for women to be empowered, inspired, motivated. We interview some of the most influential women all over the world that are doing great things within their community and going above and beyond. So today I have a special guest that is an amazing woman who is not only a professional choreographer, she's a mother, a mentor, a coach, an entrepreneur, and she's doing some really big things. So, Safiyah, how are you?
Great. Thank you for that introduction.
You're welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy to
you.
have you here. It's been a long time
you.
coming.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm honored to be here.
So, Safiyah, let's get started.
Let's go.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, of course, you mentioned it before. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Yep.
I just found this out, guys. I'm a serial entrepreneur.
When did you find that out?
Like maybe, 3-4 years during COVID. I found that out. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I can't just stick to one thing. But
let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from the beginning.
So, your entrepreneurial journey, right? Mm-hmm. What did you do prior to that to get you to this point?
So growing up, I always knew that I wanted to be in the dance arena. And it's not until when I got to college is when I realized, I was like, okay, I want to teach dance. I want to go ahead and teach dance. I didn't want to perform. I didn't want to be a performer.
You were scared?
Yeah.
Fear?
I don't know if I was technically scared. I want to say scared per se, but it was more so I've always seen myself putting my work on stage versus me being on stage. Yeah. So that's how I got into the whole, teaching dance field, the dance educational field.
So you didn't like the attention?
No, I did not. I did not. And I know that's weird for a lot of dancers, where they don't really like the attention, because as a dancer you're in front of everybody. You should want to love the attention and everything. So but
I consider it to really be an art.
Yes,
because
it is.
I've seen what you've probably manifested and wanted to happen come into light, and it's absolutely beautiful. So let's take it a little back. So with you doing such an amazing things with dancing, how old were you when you started dancing?
I started late. That's a good question, Wendy. I started at the age of 12. In the dance world, particularly most people start at the age of 3.
Yeah.
I started pretty late. At the age of 12, I was trained by, God bless her heart, rest her soul, Miss Jules, and also Miss Skill in Turning Point Dance Academy in North Miami. And then I moved on and progressed into high school and was trained by the Miss Pierre. I call her the Miss 305 of dance. And then went on from there, went into college, went into New World School of the Arts. And that's when I found out there that I didn't want to be a performer.
Wow.
I wanted to be a dance educator.
Different chapters. So different chapters in your life, and that's when you started realizing what you truly wanted.
Yes.
So did all those influential women in your lives, did they see something in you that you did not see?
Absolutely. Because I'm particularly a person I like to be behind the scenes and not up front, they kind of pushed me like, it's okay. It's okay for you to be in the limelight sometimes. It's okay for you to be in a spotlight. We understand that you don't really like the stage, but you love to dance. But you can still be in the limelight. You can still be in a spotlight. So
nice. So then once you got to, you said college, is that when it...
That's when it hit.
What moment did you have that made it hit that, this is something I actually want to do with my life?
Oh, good question. So it happened during class in New World. If you shout out to all my New World alumni. So in New World, the daily task of it is you come in at 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. and you're dancing for 6 hours straight, right? So I'm in class, I'm sweating, I'm drenched. I'm like, why am I here? What's the purpose of it? I don't really want to be on stage.
You were asking yourself that?
I was asking myself that question while in class, literally at the ballet bar, doing ballet repertoires and everything. I'm like, what is this? This is not for me. I don't want to be here. If I'm doing this just to get on stage and be a performer, then I don't want to do this.
Wow.
I want to be able to show others and educate others and put them on stage and give them that opportunity to be on the spotlight.
That's amazing. So that comes in with the coaching and the mentoring.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It comes with the coaching and the mentoring. I'm constantly coaching. I'm constantly mentoring and at the same time while being coached and mentored.
Nice.
Yes.
So, of course, I'm a firm believer that you're never too old to have a mentor in your life and to like really have someone, you know, even hold you accountable.
Right,
When you're
right.
not doing the necessary things that you should be doing.
Right.
And I think that's great
Yes.
because a lot of young girls really look up to you and what you're doing. And you're like literally like they're at school or at wherever you have the activities.
Right.
You're like their mom there because you're molding, you're giving them advice. They probably might come to you with their real life situations and problems, and you're like really helping them. And you're also watching them as they grow as well too into, you know, women.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. I have two young ladies now who are I put them in as my dance coaches now in a team that I actually coach right now at Boyd Anderson High School.
So what's the name of your company and exactly what do you do at Boyd Anderson?
So my company is Eclectic Movement Incorporated,
Nice.
where passion and movement meets. So started that company back in 2018. Didn't really start pushing it until COVID, but we'll get to that. Now I'm a dance teacher at Boyd Anderson High School. I was supposed to retire a year before coming into Boyd Anderson High School, but their principal was like, you know what, I just come in, do a year, and put in, build up the dance program. And then from there, I established a dance team, re-established a dance team over there. And I actually have two coaches, young ladies who were under me when they were in high school, now come in as adults, full-grown adults, and they're the coaches now. So I'm coaching them to be a coach.
Nice. So with you coaching, so with your company, you're doing it, you're representing it for the high school, or it's your own separate?
It's my own separate. It's my own study. Eclectic Movement Incorporated is its own separate entity. We specialize in camps, competitions, workshops, bookings for like conferences.
What about like marching bands and high schools and stuff?
Everything. We recently just had a showcase this past Saturday where we showcased all different high school dance teams and put them under one roof and kind of give them that platform for others to see their creativity and their collaboration. So,
and it's helping them building that confidence within them. And I always talk about the importance of self-love.
Yes.
So while they're performing on stage and they're connecting and building relationships with their fellow other teammates or other dancers on there, it's helping them to be like, you know what? I feel like I'm a part of something. I feel like I'm building that sisterhood. And plus I have a mentor or a coach that I can talk to about my problems. So it's really helping, making a difference because
absolutely.
Growing up, if we didn't have any direction or we weren't part of a sport or part of the band or anything like that, most of them would probably just be out there doing whatever you wanted to, but you're giving them that purpose. Exactly.
Yes.
In the streets.
In the streets.
You gave them that purpose, right? To just do something and bring their art to life.
Absolutely. You said it. You hit it on the nail. I love it, Wendy. Yes, yes. She definitely hit it on the nail, guys. Absolutely. Give them a platform. Give them something to do, something to look forward to. And after that whole experience of building that showcase, I call it TBOBC, is the best of Broward County. In the process of building that and just kind of seeing the girls come together and collaborating, I also picked up on the fact that they did need mentorship. They did need guidance, and they also needed a challenge in the dance world. And why I say that is, in the dance world, we're always competing, yes, but we also need to be challenged.
Yep.
So, just to kind of see the girls in that space to kind of grow and fellowship with other dance, members and stuff or whatever, and then also be challenged in the same space is amazing.
So what are the ages?
So the ages was all high school, so 9th grade through 12th grade.
Nice.
Yes. So I want to say maybe 14 all the way up until 18 years old.
So with juggling, running your own business, you're running your own business, you're a wife, you're a mother, you're a daughter.
Yes.
And of course, we all need that time for ourselves.
Yes.
How exactly are you juggling your work-life balance, running a business, being that coach, that mentor, and being everything else for everyone else?
Well, good question. So I'm still learning Guys, I'm still learning. I'm still in the process of learning. It's not perfect over here, so I'm still learning. So shout out to those who's also still learning. I don't think for me, I don't think I will have it all the way put together as I'm, learning. Every day is a new day.
Yeah.
And it's a different day. So you learn something new. But to answer your question, I rely solely on God. I rely solely on God and just, okay, God, what do you want me to do today?
Yep.
How do you want me to prioritize my day? And kind of, listen to his voice, hear his voice, and go from there. Because it's a lot to juggle. Being a wife is 10 jobs. It is. I love my husband.
High five on that because
listen, people they don't get it. They don't understand. Being a wife, it is 10 jobs, Wendy. It's a lot. It's a lot. And being a mother, and I have 2 small boys. I have a 7-year-old and I have a 2-year-old, and they constantly need my attention.
you're definitely on the go.
Yeah, and they're clingy, but it's God. It's God that, I lean on him to kind of show me, hey, this is what I need you to focus on, and I don't want to say it's a balance because it's
hard.
It's hard, but prioritizing is what I do. Okay, God, what do you want me to prioritize today? Some days it's all about my husband, and then some days it's not.
That's fair.
Yeah, so, you prioritize just kind of leaning on God and go from there.
And what's your routine like when you start in the morning? Because they always say that successful entrepreneurs and business owners or, people in general that are successful normally have a routine. I know for me,
Yes.
I wake up, I
Yes.
start my day about 4:30 in the morning. I pray, I meditate, I work out.
Right.
And then, I'm ready to go by like 7:30 and it's all in from there. What is your routine?
So my routine is definitely, first thing that I do is pray. That's my first thing. I'm up no later than maybe like 6 in the morning.
Okay.
On a regular work day. During the summertime, it goes a little bit later because
Of course, enjoy that time.
I get to sleep in, guys. But I wake up. First thing is pray. Have my one-on-one time with God and have my devotional time. Then get up and take care of myself. Is there anything? Do a check-in within myself. What is it that I need? Am I hungry? Do I need to stretch? Am I, where in my body am I feeling tense? And then work on that. And then, of course, then it's the kids. Are they okay? Did they eat breakfast? Giving them their shower and then going from there.
It's a full-time job before you get to work.
It's a full-time job. So once, my relationship with God is intact, once I'm okay and then my family is okay, then I'm sitting down writing my agenda for the business.
Nice.
What needs to get done. So that's my day.
That's important. Yeah. So pretty much by like 8 o'clock, you're just like already prioritizing your business.
At 8 o'clock, yep. By 8 o'clock, everything is already done. Everything is already mapped out and planned out. And it's just a checklist from there.
Other companies and business, are they reaching out to you for your services for the dancing and the routines?
Yes, too many. Too many, and I have to get back to them. So yes, now I want to say within this past year, I've been getting a lot of calls for bookings.
Thank God.
Yeah. For weddings, conferences. United Way reached out.
Nice.
It's just all different companies that are now, they're noticing the company. And
are they contacting you directly? Do you have a team? Do you have an assistant?
So no, I'm in the process of building my team. You know how that takes forever, guys, because it takes a lot of trust in building a team and, really trusting in people to take on the vision of what you have for the company.
It's important who you keep around you when you're building your business.
That again.
Because if their vision is not aligned, if they don't see what you see,
come on,
I don't want them around.
Listen.
Because guess what? When I'm saying, okay, this is the idea, and they're going to shoot it down and say, nah, I don't think it's a good idea, then you're not meant to be on the team.
Exactly.
I need people that believes in what I'm doing so that it can come out and support. Now, if I'm wrong on something, of course, I want them to say, okay, X, Y, and Z. But I need someone that also believes in what I'm trying to do. Because my dreams and goals are definitely going to come to reality. And I need someone,
a team,
that can definitely...
Yes, carry it out with you. We can't do it on our own. We need our village.
Exactly.
So it's very important, and I wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm in that process now.
But the great thing is you're in that process right now, but it's great because you're doing all the different areas within the business to help it run successfully.
Oh yeah.
Because if you start your business this is just my personal opinion. When you're just starting out, of course, you're doing pretty much everything before you get to the point of building that team. So you understand it once you bring in someone else.
You know what to do. You know what to tell them and how to guide them.
100%.
I'm the CEO. I am the CFO. I am the CMO. Can you guys hear me? But yes, definitely. I do agree. It's best for you to know every aspect of your business and kind of, you know, figure out how to do it. So when someone does come around, you are able to show it to them. But I am in a business of leaving it up to the professionals. So
100%.
Yes.
Because sometimes we can get burnt out. Can you talk to us about the challenges that you face?
Absolutely. I went through, true story, guys, putting on a showcase, the TBOBC, the Best of Broward County showcase. I went through a whole panic attack a whole panic attack.
Prior to or what?
Prior to.
Were you under a lot of stress?
I was under a lot of stress because I was doing everything. Going back to the whole trust issues.
Yep.
And really trusting people to take on the vision and then going from there. So, and this idea came about in COVID. So it was dear to me. So I did have a whole panic attack. Like, I want to say it was 2 days before the showcase.
Oh, yeah.
True story. I haven't really shared this with anyone yet. So you're the first person to get this story. I was at home. It was late at night. I was in my bed and I was just, you know, I finished off my day, put the kids to bed, and I'm just laying there. And it just came on me because I'm like, okay, did I do this? Did I do that? Is it going to go right? Is it going to go well?
It's normally like that prior to events, right?
Oh, my goodness. Yes. So I had the whole attack. And it took me just deep breaths, talk to God. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And it went okay. It happened.
That's the thing. Shifting our mindset is so important because
Absolutely.
if we're negatively talking to ourselves, oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. It's not going to work out. It's this,
then
it's
not going to work out.
It's not.
It's not. It's just not.
And that's why it's important for you to really speak those positive things into existence and shifting your mindset, because too many times we're seeing negative things on TV, social media, everywhere else.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Prior to anything that I'm doing business-wise, I have to make sure that my mindset is set.
Together.
That I'm speaking these things positively. I'm writing them down. I'm writing what I expect and what I want so that it could happen. And not saying that it always happens, because of course God is going to,
he has a bigger plan.
Exactly.
And everything, right.
And what we may have planned may not even be his plan. So it doesn't always work out that way.
And that's another thing. And that's a good thing that you just said, Wendy. Not every plan that we have is the right plan. And that's something that I had to go through in my journey as an entrepreneur. Not every idea is a good idea. Not every plan is a right plan. And learning to relinquish control.
Yeah. And delegating. Oh my God. I think that's always been my biggest problem in the past was delegating, because I wanted to do everything. And if I had a team member working on specific things, I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Right.
So I had to exactly. I had to sit back and say, you know what? Okay, God, let me just trust the process and see exactly how it goes. And it normally works out.
It does. Letting go of control, guys. That's the lesson. Let go of control. Let God. Delegate.
Let go and let God.
Let God.
And really just in addition to praying and everything that you're doing, what are you doing for self-care to prioritize yourself?
Oh, Wendy, your questions are amazing. To this day, I'm still trying to figure that out with self-care, because I know I need it.
We all need it.
Listen, you need it when you have a little kid telling you need it.
What did he say?
My 7-year-old, he's like, Mommy, you need to go take a break. Yes, he saw me working. And
they can feel that energy.
Yeah, they can. They can definitely feel that energy. So do not demise. Listen, you want to listen to your children. Your children has eyes. They do have eyes that sometimes we can't see as adults because we're everywhere.
Yeah.
But he came up to me. He was like, Mommy, you need a break. You need to go to sleep, Mommy. And I went, wait a minute. He sees that? Maybe I need to go take a break. I need to take care of myself. But I'm still working on that component with self-care and understand, because I get mommy guilt. I get mommy guilt a lot.
Right.
I get mommy guilt a lot. And I, not just with mommy guilt, but just get with everything. Like, did I take care of the stuff within the business? Did I make sure my husband is okay? Did I cook? Did I clean? Da, da, da. So, I get that guilt and questioning, did I take care of everything, that I do forget to take care of myself. So I'm still working on that.
Wait, so you said something. Now, we all have seen videos online on social media where they're saying, well, if I cook and clean, I do this, I do that, then my husband got to do X, Y, and Z as well too. So you're doing all of it. You still cook, clean, you're running a business, you're mentoring, you're coaching, you're being a mother of 2 small children under the age of 9, and you still smile each and every day, and you're a positive, bright light.
I'm telling you, it's God. It's nothing but God. I can't rely on my own strength. I cannot, because I don't put expectations, especially on my husband. I don't put the expectation. Of course, be a good husband. Don't cheat on me. God bless you. Be faithful. Amen. But I don't put that expectation like, oh, you got to cook or you clean. And if he does it because he's a partner. He chooses to be that good husband.
We all need that support system.
We do.
So that's what also helps you in this journey.
Yes.
In this chapter of your life is you have a supportive significant other, supportive husband at home that helps you through this process.
Right.
And he probably speaks it into you and say, babe, everything's going to work out. This is going to be good.
Yeah,
you guys probably pray together.
He does. He really does. Sometimes he gets me out of that funk of, me when I get into that doubt. Oh my God, is it going to be okay? And everything. He does get me out of that and just pray with me.
Shout out to your husband.
Hello. Hey, baby. Okay, sorry.
No, but that's good because sometimes it's hard to have that support system. Even if you want to start your own business, sometimes your partner may not be as supportive. And whether it's your significant other, family members, they may all sit there and say, you know what, your idea is stupid. It's this, you don't have that support. So what support system do you have when you're going through all this, when you're stressed? They don't want to hear about the ideas. They want to just literally just not even want to hear it.
I find it very funny that a lot of my support comes, besides my husband, but a lot of my support comes from strangers. Total.
They probably be cheering you on social media more than our own family and friends.
I'm like, is the mic on? You're not supporting me? What's going on? But it's funny. I find a lot of my support from strangers. I literally, after doing this event, I had a message, a DM from someone or whatever within the dance community. She reached out to me and she was like, Safiyah, I see you.
Wow.
I see you and I am admired. I am inspired by you. And I'm like, wait a little old me? She's like, you're a wife, you're a mother, you're a business serial, entrepreneur. You're doing this. You're still teaching. I'm admired.
You're like a superwoman. You are. Do you know how hard it takes forever to get you on the phone?
Wait a minute.
I know. I get that a lot too. But no, and plus you still have your parents, you have your siblings, you have nieces and nephews, and you're just like an all-around person. You're always supportive to other people based off of my experience. So you need to teach a class.
That's God. That's all God. Oh yes.
Teach a class and write a book.
Thank you. Give me the idea. That's another, stream of income. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you.
What exactly are your plans like moving forward?
Oh, good question. It's so many, but to bring it all together, my next goal, my next plan is just to kind of, I don't want to say rebrand, but I want to make sure that the idea that I have is clear to everyone. That I'm not just a dance teacher. I'm not just, I'm not a typical dance company. Most dance companies, nothing against my peers, but you see a lot of dance companies, a lot of my peers, they establish this company, they get a dance studio, they get the kids, and then that's it. Yeah. I'm a bit different. I call myself, I'm unorthodox, lack of a better term, unorthodox, guys. So with my company, what I'm trying to do is make it clear to everybody that I'm a one-stop shop with everything dance. dance attire, dance camps, workshops, competitions. I'm working on a show.
Nice.
No one knows about
Are you
that.
traveling as well, or is that like something in the works?
So that's in works. So locally, yes, but like off the grid, not yet. Unless someone want to come and pick me up from, I'm here, Florida, guys. Bring me to Paris. Bring me somewhere. But yes, I'm working on that.
So what about? I know you mentioned about attire. Mm-hmm. You guys, design attires for like schools and competitions and things of that nature?
So we're in the process of working on dance costumes and dance like practice attire, or even like loungewear that anyone, if you're not a dancer, you don't have to necessarily be a dancer. You can pick it up from us. You can buy from us. If you just, I'm a type of person, like, I like conveniency.
Yeah.
And, us women, whenever we go out, we like to look good. Mm-hmm. So let's put the two together.
Absolutely.
How can I look good and still be convenient to whatever it is that I'm doing or whatever? For example, within our clothing line, I'm doing 2-piece sets where you can easily, very cute 2-piece lounge sets where you can just quickly put it on and still look cute at the same time, and then go out your day, go about your business.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
What gave you the idea to transition into that?
It was one of those COVID era ideas, just sitting in.
So while you were home at COVID, you were writing all these things down?
Everything. Wendy, I have a book. I'm a big believer of what God said. Write the vision, make it plain. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I find most of my ideas being in the presence of God.
Yep.
So, of course, I had more time being in the presence of God during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So during COVID, just sitting there and just talking to God, and boom, every night was an idea. And I'm just writing. Yeah. Writing it down. So the clothing line came through me just sitting during COVID.
That's pretty cool.
In the presence of God. Yeah, it is. So you guys look out for it. It's going to launch out soon. I can't tell you when.
Okay. You don't have a name yet?
It's EC Moves. Mm-hmm. It's based on my company, so it's connected to Eclectic Movement Incorporated.
Nice. Yeah. What kind of material?
So it's really more like latex. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to stay away from the cotton. Yeah. You don't want cotton. Cotton kind of holds you, and it makes you heavy and a little bit, too warm and hot all the time. So it's more latex. And I'm getting to know my different fabrics too. Jumping into that arena, I've learned. I did not know about certain fabrics. Now I'm getting to understand and learn about fabrics.
And some certain fabrics looks better on you versus others.
That's true.
You want something that can hug you tight and accentuate your curves.
And even colors too. Yep. Colors, guys, colors have meaning. Did we know that? I'm learning.
Spring, summer. Yeah. Like right now, I'm all bright colors.
I love it. Y'all see?
I love it. Especially on this beautiful chocolate skin.
Look, you look good. You look good in bright colors. I love it all. Y'all love the yellow on you. I love it.
I appreciate it. No, 100%. No, I think that's great, because what keeps you going? Because you're smiling every day. I mean, do you have some downtime or times that you feel like you don't want to get out of bed? Absolutely. And how do you handle those challenges, those challenging times?
Absolutely. There are times, because I'm human. Mm-hmm. I'm human. Even though you're not the only one who gave me that title of Superwoman. Mm-hmm. But I'm human too. So what helps me, especially in those down times, is kind of realize my purpose. Yeah. Why am I here? Why did God create me? Mm-hmm. So when I tap into that, it's okay, Safiyah. You may feel how you want to feel. You may be going through what you're going through, but whatever you feel and whatever you're going through doesn't have you. And you have to continue on with the purpose. You have an assignment. All of us, we all have a purpose. We all have an assignment. We all have a task here on the earth. And that assignment and that task is literally, it's attached to somebody else's blessing.
Nice.
So that's what pushes me. Okay, Safiyah, today may not be your day. Everything that you could possibly think goes wrong. Mm-hmm. But you still have to push forward. The show must go on.
100%. Yeah. So what's your why?
My why?
What keeps you going?
What keeps me going? I love it. I love it when I get feedback from, prior students on, Miss Francois, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been here. If you didn't tell me, I still get phone calls. Wow. I have one student, I'm going to remain him nameless, just keeping it confidential. He's in the military, and he's battling mentally, just going through it, just PTSD. But when he calls, I pick up the phone when I can pick up the phone and just have that conversation with him and kind of, help him out. And he reminds me, if it wasn't for you starting off being my dance teacher,
Wow.
I don't think I would be, have the tools that you taught me to keep on pushing forward and know that I'm not alone in this. So that's what keeps
so
me.
important
It
sometimes
is.
to just hear something like that.
It is.
And the fact that you really have changed his life and it keeps him going, and the fact that you're available for him to contact you and call, that just goes to show that as you continue to grow, because you're growing, you're doing big things out here for sure.
Thank you.
For you to still be like, you know what, I'm not going to answer my call or anything. Like, you're still being there. You're still that support system for them,
Yes.
even into their adult lives, because you work
Absolutely.
with children and adults, right?
Yes, both.
I think that's great.
Thank you.
Because sometimes people be acting funny, and once you start reaching out to them, I need this, I just need someone to just be that ear. We don't always have that support, especially when you don't have it at home, if he's in the military or away. And just to hear that those encouraging words from someone
Absolutely.
that they may truly respect and admire.
Yes.
You're doing big things out here,
you.
and it's important to have that. It's
Yes,
important for
it
all
is.
of us to have that.
It really is.
So if you got negative people around you, cut them loose. Surround yourself around positive people that can really speak life into you and just really help you out. If they're not believing in your dreams, your goals, or anything like that, there's no need for them to be around you.
That's true.
It's important to
That is so
keep
true.
the right people around us. And your surroundings. I mean, you've worked at high schools. Can you imagine how, you probably see those good students that hang with the bad crowd, and then guess what? Somebody ends up locked up or in the wrong direction. We have, as adults, we need that support system as well, too. Sometimes we can't all do it all alone.
No, we can't. We can't. And I know you mentioned something. If they're not being supportive, they're not there, then cut them off. I'm in that season too right now, where I'm realizing, and God has been showing me. He showed me this morning. He showed me this morning, guys, that it's okay to let people go.
Yes.
It's okay to if they don't see the vision, they don't understand the vision. Not everybody's going to see the vision. Not everybody's going to understand.
It's not meant for them to see it.
That part.
And it's okay to let them go. They weren't meant to be there anyway.
Right.
And maybe that's the point where, the time in your life has stopped. They're not meant to be there anymore, because where you're going in life, you're going up.
Right.
You don't need to have
Amen.
certain people in your life.
Right.
And we're speaking that into existence because
thank you.
it's important.
Yes,
and along this journey, I have had people that I had to let go and not speak to or cut off because they just weren't. They
weren't going with you.
They weren't meant to be in this season, this new
Right.
chapter in my life
Right.
anymore. And I had to be okay with that.
You're holding weight.
100%. Because if I'm having people that just want to just go out, party, this and that, drink every weekend, what are we celebrating?
Right.
What we celebrating?
And then we're broke the next day.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I got to
no.
make moves out here.
Hello.
And if you're not contributing, or we're not building something or having these business conversations and how we can go ahead and invest together,
You my
build.
type of lady. Guys,
on,
listen,
man.
we need to give it up for Wendy because she understands. She understands.
It's real life. Like, can you imagine?
Yes.
Some of these times we have so many different times in our life where we're partying, we're this, we're that, but we're not really having these get-togethers or these parties where we're discussing about the importance of your credit score, building, investing, real estate, and really, looking into starting your own business if that's what you want to do. Because not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. Let's be clear.
No, that is absolutely true. Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur,
It's hard.
it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard work. You know, when you have a 9 to 5, you know when you're going to clock in, you know when you're going to clock out.
Exactly.
And you don't have to take that work with you. But an entrepreneur, that's 365 days of the year, 24 hours in a day. That's, it's hard.
They don't understand that.
No.
They don't understand what it takes. You got to be consistent.
Absolutely.
You got to still get up when you don't feel like it.
yeah.
You got to
And put on a
literally
smile.
Yeah, exactly. There are times you just don't want to do it and you want to quit. We've all
Right.
been through that where we
Yes.
just want to just give up. And that's
Right.
how you know you're growing and you're going to continue heading in that direction. Just don't give up.
Absolutely. That's
And
it.
that's exactly how
Know your purpose, know
I
your why.
see it.
Yes.
So going into this direction in your career and building this business, coming from a Caribbean family and household growing up, what was that conversation like with your parents, and did they support your dreams and goals of going into this field?
So there were two different conversations. So I'm gonna start off with the good one. My dad. I'm such a daddy's girl. Shouts out to my dad.
Same here. I love my dad.
I know. Yes, I know. So with my dad has always been supportive. My dad understands the vision. He understands where I'm trying to go. So the conversation was totally different from my mom. The conversation I had with my dad, he always told me that, Safiyah, the world is big. And you can't allow yourself to be small. Mm-hmm. You can't stay in one area. Yep. You got to go out there and make it.
I love that.
And it didn't matter, what arena I was in. He even, stated this. He was like, even if you wanted to be a garbage person, and nothing against my garbage, people and stuff or whatever, it's just not my arena, But you guys do make money. You guys do make bulk of money, Mm-hmm. Praise God. Hallelujah. It's not my anointing. So that's not my grace. But he said, even that, he was like, if you want to do that and run with it. Maximize wherever you are.
My earring literally just popped out. You see, guys, this is real life. Okay. I'm sitting here admiring everything that she's saying and listening and learning, and my ear just popped out. That is so ghetto.
No, it's not. It's not. It's cool.
It happens, right?
It happens. We're women, okay? We're women. But so he was always supportive. My mom, on the other hand, coming from a very traditional,
strict Haitian
household. Mm-hmm. My mom, in that setting, we all know that they want us to be.
Wait, are your parents still together?
No, they're not together. Okay. They've been divorced since I was 12 years old.
Okay.
So they're not together. Mm-hmm. But growing up in my mom, I was raised mostly with my mom.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. My dad was always present. My dad to this day, my dad is present. He used to come down, living in New York, he comes down every 3 months. Till this day. He
understands the importance of being a parent.
Day. Do you guys see me till this day? My dad still comes down faithfully every 3 months to see and spend time with his children. All of his
grandchildren.
And grandchildren.
That's amazing.
So, with my mom, it was, you must be a doctor, you must be a lawyer. Yeah. You know how Haitians are. If not a doctor, a nurse. If not a nurse, politician. If not a politician, you need to be something what they think or as worthy, you know? So
an engineer, a nurse, a doctor,
lawyer.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, Mom, no, I don't want to be a doctor because I don't like blood. Mm-hmm. Lawyer, too much for me. So
12 months.
Yeah. Too much lies. Too much lies. And I'm not that type of person. It's just not in me. It's not in my nature. But so when it came time for me to, when I realized who I was and my identity and what my purpose was, and sharing it with my mom, it was hell on earth.
So she dismissed it.
She dismissed it. She always thought dance was supposed to be used. It's a child thing, something that you do as a child. Because she did take me to my dance lessons. She took me to dance classes. But so I kind of do have to acknowledge her and thank her for that. Still taking me to my dance classes and giving me that education in the dance world. But she thought it was only for that.
Gotcha.
It wasn't something that I need to pursue as an adult. You know what I mean?
Right?
Long term. So when I, brought it to her attention, she looked at me and she was just very dismissive. What is that?
Really?
Yeah.
Even at your showcases? Or?
Now that she sees the end results, now that she sees.
Because you're making moves out here.
Right. Now she sees it, she's like more quiet.
What about your dad? Through it all, he probably was supportive.
My dad calls me. He's like, I see you, daughter. I love it. I'm so proud of you. Just keep on going. Keep it. There's more in you. There's more in you.
Let's stop and appreciate the amazing fathers out there. I don't think that the great fathers out there. I mean, thank God for my dad. I can honestly say that because he instilled confidence in all of us, which is super important.
Absolutely.
Support and that unconditional love. And I can honestly say that definitely molded me to the person I am today.
Absolutely.
Because till this day, he'll call me. He was like, I see what you're doing. I'm so proud of you.
And you don't take nothing. You don't settle for less because of it.
Well, what he did say, one of the things he said that caught me off guard is he's like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You're not out there naked showing. He's like, you're not out there naked showing your body or doing wrong things out there.
Right.
He's like, I'm proud of you and what you're doing. And at that moment, I was like, I needed to hear that.
You see.
Because sometimes it gets hard.
It does.
And hearing your parent, someone who you love so much, saying that, we gotta
that validation.
I just want to acknowledge all the fathers out there that are truly in their kids' lives. Exactly. And making a difference, right? Because our parents, when we're young to even when we're older, plays a major role in how we feel about ourselves and things that we do, because that support is important.
It is. It really is. And that's something that, as a parent myself, having, a mother of two boys, that's something that I take on with me, and how my dad treated me. Do the same for my boys. Whatever it is that, they want to do and what God has called them to.
Sky's the limit, because your dad taught you that at an early age, that the world is big.
The world is huge.
You should get a shirt that say that.
Yeah. See, you come up with it. You're an entrepreneur. Because listen, guys, Wendy make a business out of anything.
Listen.
I'm Jesus. A fly could be flying in the room. We gonna make it that. We gonna make that into a slogan.
Exactly.
Just be a fly and fly. That is a Wendy.
Thank you. No, but I appreciate that for sure, and I received that. But I just wanted to stop and have that moment for the parents, for sure.
Yes.
And when we're speaking these into our children, we never know. Well, I don't have any kids yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have kids. We just don't know. We leave that up to God, right? If it's meant to be, it happens.
Yes.
My thing is that every single day is a new day. A new day to start off fresh. Whatever happened yesterday, whether it didn't work out in your business or your personal life or anything like that, it's a fresh new day to just move forward and keep going. Because you woke up for a reason. Let's be clear. Absolutely. And if you didn't wake up, unfortunately, it's sad. But you waking up that day, work on what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Write down your dreams. Write down your goals. Figure out what it's going to take to get to that point. Strategize.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Be consistent. Don't think that after 1 month of doing something that
it is going to be
you just want to give up. Right. It takes
time. Guys, I started this 2018. No. I actually established a business in 2018. The business came to me 2014.
So it spoke
right.
Life.
That's when I knew, okay, I want to be a dance business owner. I want to have my own dance empire.
I love that.
And it wasn't until 4 years later is when I actually made it, established it. And it's not until after how many years when I start seeing movement.
You kept putting it off, fear?
It was fear. It was definitely fear. You hear my stomach. It was definitely fear. And it was not being afraid of the unknown. And because I'm such a perfectionist, that too, we have to be very careful, guys, when you're pursuing your dreams. It's not going to always be perfect.
Have faith.
Have faith. Yes. Believe that, just get it done. Just do it. Just like the Nike slogan says, just do it. Cut me my check, Nike. I just market you real quick. Just do it. I'm expecting a check. I need a check from Nike because I love Nike.
Take that risk.
Take that risk. Trust and believe.
Because you're never going to know. If you don't take that time and just do exactly what your heart is telling you to do, how are you ever going to know?
Exactly. That's true. Take the leap of faith.
Take the leap of faith.
And if you fall, you fall. At least you fell, what it's like to fall.
Exactly. And then when you even get to that point and you don't like it, okay. You don't like it. At least you took that risk, you took that leap, and you did it and work out. Or you can take that risk and keep going at it, and then eventually you may end up seeing that it may work out. It just really depends. But if you don't start, you'll never know.
Never know.
That I can honestly say
that's
that it's real life.
Yeah. I'll say this to add to what you just said. If you don't know, one of my biggest fears is dying empty. correction. Let me.
No, I understand. What
You
said.
you understand what you
Mm-hmm.
you understand where I'm coming from with
Yep.
this, Wendy. But let me rephrase it. One of my biggest fears is dying full, full of the stuff that I didn't get a chance to do. One of my biggest, and I love this guy. I'm a big reader. I love reading books, and I love different motivational speakers. You being one of them. Yes, she's a motivational speaker, guys. Yes. One of my favorite motivational speakers is Miles Monroe. God bless his soul. He passed, I think, back in 2014. But he said this. He said, the most wealthiest place on earth is not what we think it is. The most wealthiest place on earth is a cemetery.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, a cemetery? And then he broke it down. The reason why is because all of these people
That gave me chills. That's deep.
died.
But I heard that before.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're dying with your ideas. You're dying with all these billionaires. All these people that could have been billionaires and create something.
Because of fear.
Because of fear.
They didn't believe. They didn't have,
believe.
the right
Right.
support around, and they didn't just take that risk.
They didn't. And what fear is pretty much false evidence appearing real. It's fake. Fear is fake. It's false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's fake. So just do it. Just do it. And fear comes with a spirit. I look at it as a demonic spirit. It really is. It's even God said in his word, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but I gave you the spirit of love and a sound mind. So if God himself gave us love and a sound mind, why should we fear? So
That is so deep.
yeah.
That's awesome. Girl, you motivated me. Inspired me. Now tomorrow is normally like my resting day on Sunday. I'm gonna wake up at 4:00 tomorrow and get the ball.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Let's go.
For sure.
Definitely. Come on.
I have to keep going.
Let's go.
For my family, my
Yes.
parents. It's like my nieces and nephews.
Yes.
Like
you're the first one. I'll say this, Wendy. And I've watched you and I've looked at you. You think you watching me? I'm watching you. I watch you. You're a pillar. You're a pioneer.
thank you.
I got goosebumps when I talk about that. You're a pioneer, and you're the first in your family to go out there and push. You're gonna be the first billionaire in your family if you know it.
Appreciate
I don't
that.
know
I
if you know
received that.
Yeah. You
you.
have to do it because if you don't do it, who else?
I received that. They go to chills again. Ooh, I'm speaking that into existence. Can you imagine? Like,
yes.
and it's, thank you. I needed to hear that. And I really appreciate that.
Keep going. We need you to win.
We definitely gonna win. We all gonna eat. Like 100%.
She used to always say that. Yes. Now I understand why.
No, it's important.
It
It
is.
really is. Because if you're not doing something or going after what you want,
Right.
like who will do it for you? No one else. We can't just sit and wait for things to happen. It doesn't happen like that.
It does not.
You have to keep going. Believe in yourself. We may have some hiccups or some bumps in the road, but guess what? You got to keep going and keep pushing and keep growing.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
excel, exceed, and level up. It's time to level up. Like
It
if you're
is.
sitting there and you feeling some type of way that you don't know what to do, how to do it, do the necessary research, figure out what you need to do, go to networking events, read, grow, stop wasting time on things that's unnecessary. Stop wasting times in relationships that ain't benefiting you.
Hello.
Stop wasting time with friends. Stop wasting times with doing things that you don't want to do, working at jobs you don't want to work at, and just like wasting time because the world and life doesn't stop for nobody.
Hello.
So do what you're called to do.
Do
Do
what
what
you're
you deserve, and you're worthy of what your heart desires. Just go after it.
Absolutely.
That's my spiel for the day.
Oh yes.
I never
Wendy.
said the word spiel. Like, that's weird.
I love
I
it.
never said that
Spiel.
word. Exactly.
That's a T-shirt. There you go. Wendy.
100%.
You have a lot of catchphrases.
Listen, man,
I love
they
it.
gotta be extra small. I gotta be tight and right. You know, I gotta be. Listen,
You have a lot of catchphrases that make sense.
yo,
So
I'm telling you, It's important. And in this day and age, there should be no reason why we're not making money out here. There's so many different opportunities out there. There's social media. There's businesses out there. I mean, some people may feel like, okay, I don't want to work. A lot of people don't want to work for anybody no more. If you don't want to work, stop complaining. Right. Start your own business if that's what you want to do.
Let's go. Create.
Exactly.
Gosh, Wendy, you preaching, girl. You preaching to me, because while you're talking, what came to my mind, and I know we're about to end soon, but what came to my mind is that God is the ultimate creator, and we were made in his image. When he created us, he said, let them have dominion and rule. So when he created us, he created him in mind. So we also have somewhat of the same power and likeness of God, right? That being said, we have the ability, the power to create and have dominion and rule. So what are we doing?
Let's go.
Start
today. I don't care if it's the weekend. People are like, oh, it's the weekend. What you celebrating for? Like, if you work Monday through Friday, which all of us do, we all have jobs and we run businesses, or, if you don't and you just go all in with your business, that's great too. But like, just because it's the weekend doesn't mean it's time to just relax. Like, if you really want to start that business or do what you want to do after you get out of work on it. The weekends, do what you need to do so that you can get to where you want to go, so that you can get rid of that job that you just don't want to go to. Imagine waking up every day going to somewhere that you hate, nagging people, rude, nasty people that are miserable. I hate being around miserable people, and I hate people that complain. Because while you're complaining,
you're not doing anything about it. You're wasting time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't got time for that. Got time for this. Yo, like, listen, man, don't get me started.
Come on with it, Wendy. Come on. That's all we hear.
Like, people sit here complaining about all these things. For example, when you're in traffic and there's road rage and people are, I drive slow, and I'll admit that. I drive like a damn old lady. I'm okay with that. No offense to all the old ladies out there. But listen, I'm driving and people, you can tell they probably late for work, and they tailing me. They're getting mad. They're
get honking you. They don't want to be.
They have no patience. Yo, like, if you really wanted to make it to work on time,
you would have.
You should have left early.
Right.
Like, don't be like, I just never get it.
Yep.
I don't know. That's just me. But all I know is, look, go after your dreams, your goals, work on what you want to work on. If you feel like you're not making enough time for yourself, invest in self-care. I know for me, it's important for self-care. And it's important for me to take that time to turn off my phones, not be on social media,
I need to do that.
Go get my facial every 3 weeks. I got a facial massage, got a little package. And I take that time for myself to cater to me. It's important because I'm not trying to drive myself crazy over nobody or nothing. And that's real. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I need that me time for myself. And when I wake up early, a lot of people say, oh, you're crazy. How dare you wake up so early? It's like ridiculous. Nobody's going to wake up that early, blah, blah. I'm like, I do it. I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for myself. And that's my time where it's quiet. It's peaceful. My phone is not ringing. I'm not getting 100 text messages or getting all these voicemails or anything like that. It's my time for me to regroup, refresh, to pray, meditate, do my 80 squats, go in and just really enjoy that time for myself. And we all need that and every day.
We do.
So invest in yourself. Invest in what you want, and truly know and understand that you are worthy of what your heart desires.
Amen.
And be consistent and grow and build, and let's get it, and stop wasting time. Don't say, oh, I'll wait till Monday. No, start today.
Today.
Period.
Hello.
So, Safiyah, I always been calling you Safiyah.
Yes, you're the only one to call me Safiyah.
Exactly, because you're different.
Oh, I take that. Go ahead. You can call me Safiyah. That's good. Thank you.
You are truly an inspiration. You're doing such amazing things out here in these streets.
Thank you,
You're
Jesus.
doing good. You're showing us what it's like to be a great mother, wife, mentor, coach, entrepreneur, choreographer, a professional choreographer. You're doing good things out here in all these companies, France, Italy, LA. I don't care. Anywhere. all over the United States, all over the country, all over the world will continue to reach out to you for your
Yes.
services, because
Thank you.
when I see like everyone that you're working with, they're so passionate about what they're doing, and I can see a piece of you in all of them. So that means you
Thank
instill
you.
that in them,
Yes, I try to.
and you give
Thank
them
you.
that confidence. And even when they're extra with their dance moves and stuff, that's all coming from you. But you instill
you.
that,
Thank
and you
you.
bring that into them, and then you bring it into life. And that's why these businesses and these companies are reaching out to you for your services, because of the great things you're doing, and they see the passion in everybody you work with. So on that note, Safiyah, do you have any last words, or even what's your definition of her greatness?
Last words. My definition of greatness is know who you are. Know your identity. Once you know your identity, you're already great.
Exactly.
And just do it.
100%.
That's it.
I'll take that for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching the Her Greatness podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed our amazing guest today, Safiyah Joseph. And I hope you learned something. You may have laughed. You probably we're a little silly on this end, but we want you to continue to love yourself, focus, build, go after what you want, and be unapologetically you. That's important.
Absolutely.
So until next time, peace.